Hello everyone and welcome to Van Kamen Spellcast. Today we're going to open most of a booster box. As you can see, I've already cracked into this thing, got too excited. But we're going to see what the rest holds in store. Let's get right to it. Set is Strixhaven, School of Mages. Always comes with an art and foil card. Ooh, holographic land. We'll go through maybe this first pack a little bit on the common so you guys can see what it's going to be about. 3/2 red and white spirit. Creature token. Target creature gets +2/-2 until end of turn. Each player loses 2 life. You draw 2 cards. Did I read that right? Yep, that's right. Alright. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 against hexproof until end of turn. Till end of turn, target creature gains Death Touch, and when this creature dies, returns to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. You gain 2 life. A lot of green and black, getting creatures back and doing damage to people. A lot of pest tokens. When they die, you gain 1 life. Things like that. The spell costs 2 less cast during your end step. Destroy target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control. Humiliate. Your opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. Shadewing Laureate. 2/2 with flying. Whenever a creature you control with flying dies, put a +1/+1 counter to target creature you control. So it looks like there's a lot of counters in here as well. Draconic Intervention. This one's actually pretty good. I've seen this before. 2 and 2 red, sorcery has an additional cost to cast this spell. Exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Draconic Intervention deals X damage to each non-dragon creature, where X is the exiled card's mana value. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile instead. And then you exile Draconic Intervention. Nice little board wipe there. If you're using a dragon deck, kills all non-dragons. Pretty good. And I believe every pack comes with one of these special art cards. It's a pretty cool thing that Strixhaven did. This one's a duress. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. And there's our holographic. Destroy target creature, planeswalker. Whenever a creature that blocks this turn, its controller loses 1 life. And then a little token card. Alright, so how we're going to do this, we're going to separate all the commons in their own pile right over here. The uncommons will go right here. The rares we will sleeve up and put here. Unless we think they're going to be worth some money, then we will put them in a top loader. These special art ones I separate right there. Our holographics go up in this corner. Alright. Let's get through these next ones. I got onto this Strixhaven set because both of my brothers started getting a lot of these cards. And they seem pretty cool, and I started getting jealous. They also have, in each of these packs, I mentioned that earlier, these lesson cards. There's a lot of cards that say, and you get to learn, which is you get to look for a lesson card that you want from outside the game, put it into your hand. So there's a lot of these lesson cards that you can get that aren't necessarily part of your 60 or 100 card deck, but you get to look for it and then put it down. So that's what that is. It's a lesson card. That one was uncommon. So we'll get through only 2 commons in that one. All right. Right to the rare. Fervent Mastery. You may pay 2 and 2 red other than paying the spell's mana cost. If the 2 and 2 red is played, an opponent discards any number of cards, then draws that many cards. Search your library for up to 3 cards, put them into your hand, shuffle, then discard 3 cards at random. Ooh. At random, so you may lose the cards that you just looked for. That would not be good, unless you got a way to get them back from your graveyard anyway. But we'll put that one down here. Oh, we got another rare. Here we go. Kiane Dan of Substance. 2/2, exile top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, put a study counter on it. Pay 4 and 1 green, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put a +1/+1 counter out for each different mana value among non-land cards you own in exile with study counters on them. All right, so that's front. Here's the back. Ooh, Ibrahim, Dean of Theory. 3/3 with flying. Pay X, 2 blue. Tap, exile the top X cards of your library, then put a study counter on each of them. Then you may put a card you own in exile with a study counter on it into your hand. Alrighty, interesting. Bada bing, bada boom. Negate. So this one, I believe, is actually worth $1 or $2. Again, a special art card. These things are so cool. And there's our holographic. And there is a throwaway card. Alright, our art card. A land. There's another land. Alright. Manifestation Sage. 4 blue or 4 green or any combination of the two. When it enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put a X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So you can potentially create a pretty big creature right there. Going in the sleeve. And Memory Lapse. Counter target spell. If that spell is countered this way, put it on top of the owner's library instead of in that player's graveyard. Huh. So you're countering it, but they're going to get it back. Interesting. And there's a holographic. Tidy up that pile a little bit. All right, on to the next one. There's our art card. Land. Another lesson. And there's the commons. Ooh, I like this one here. Exponential growth, 2x, 1 and 2 green. Until end of turn, double target creature's power X times. Like, that's wild, you guys. X times, even if X is 4, that's twice. Double it twice. So it goes from 2 to 4 and 4 to 8. And I'm going to go on a limb. I think that one's pretty good. So, put it in the top loader. Could be wrong. All right. Ooh, Cultivate. That's a good one. Special art there. Ooh. Eliminate a holographic special one. There we go. We'll still put that with the others. And there's a token. On to the next. Art card. Land. There's Necrotic Fumes, our lesson. Another land. Commons. Uncommons. And here's our rare. Tempted by the Auric. 1 and 3 blue. For each opponent, gain control of up to 1 target creature or planeswalker that player controls with mana value 3 or less. Alright, so you're taking all their small creatures. Good deal. Thrill of Possibility. It's a cool art card. Always good to be able to draw more cards. Filter through your deck if you need to. Here's a holographic. And there's a little extra card right back there for us. On to the next. Here's our art, land, and lesson. Uncommon. Alrighty. Lean and Light Scribe. 2/2 with Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Uh-oh. What's this next one? Crows and Grip. Split second. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Special art rare. That's interesting. That's usually an uncommon card, but look at that art. That's pretty sweet. And there's a holographic and token card. Oh no, didn't whip that one quite right. Hate it when you rip it like that and the corners are all still kind of bent in there. You gotta pry it out from the other side without bending the cards. Oh, got it backwards, don't I? Ooh, there's the negate art. That's a good one. Land and our commons. Ooh, uncommon. Oh, what is this? We got a mythic here, ladies and gentlemen. Galazeth Prismari. 2 and 1 red and 1 blue. It's an Elder Dragon. Flying. When it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Artifacts you control have tap. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast instant or sorcery spell. Ooh. Alright. Alright. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And I'll show you here. It says create a treasure token. For those of you that don't know what that is, we've got one right here. Tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. Alright? So here, it is an artifact. So you have to tap and sacrifice it to add 1 of any color. With this, you get to tap it to add 1 mana of any color. So you don't have to sacrifice it and you get any mana, but you can only use it to cast instant or sorcery spells. So that's pretty good. That's going to go over in our mythic pile over here. Ooh, we got another rare special art, Doomblade. Destroy target non-black creature. Right on, right on. Holy cow, guys. Look at this. Woo! Our holographic in the pack is the same as the rare that we got. That is crazy. I've never seen that before. 2 of the same mythic in 1 pack. That is wild. And this one's holographic. That's sweet. That's got to be very rare that that's going to happen. That is unbelievable. Glad we got that on camera. All right, and then we got a pass token. That's crazy. All right, moving on. Let's not dwell on it. Hopefully our luck will continue, and hopefully that card's worth some dough. All right, pretty cool right there. There's our land. There's our lesson. Another land and common. All right, so what do we got here? Another Elder Dragon. Oh, that's the one that we just got the art card for. That's sweet. Look at that. Valamakis Lorehold. Legendary creature, Elder Dragon. All right, costs 5 and 1 red and 1 white. Flying, vigilance, and haste. Whenever it attacks, select your top 7 cards of your library. You may cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value less than or equal to Valamakis Lorehold's power from among them without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Ooh. Ooh, get to play one for free. What? Get out of here. That card has got to be worth some dough. Let's put it in a top loader. That other dragon we just got might be worth some too, but we'll leave that one for now. Ooh, Primal Command. Special art, mythic. 3 and 2 green. Choose 2. Target player gains 7 life. Put target non-creature permanent on top of its owner's library. Target player shuffles their graveyard into their library. Search your library for a creature card to put it in your hand, then shuffle. Ooh, you get to choose 2. That bad boy has got to be worth something as well. So we're gonna put that into a top loader too. I like to bang it down a little bit to get it down in there. And another rare. Look at this. Tezzeret Gambit. Holographic rare special art. All right. Draw 2 cards, then proliferate. That's got to be good. That's got to be. Holographic special art. It's going in a top loader. Get out of here. That's sweet. That pack was absolute fire. And we got a fractal token. All right. This is going pretty well. This is going pretty well. Let's keep it going. See what else we get here. All right. Art card. Land. There's another land. So if you don't know, these lands right here, I don't think we got one in the first. There's a lot of them, different colors. Enter the battlefield tapped. Add 1 of whatever color it is, and then pay 4, tap, and scry 1. So it lets you scry if you need it. Can be useful in different situations. Ooh, this one. I got one of these before. Woo! It's a good one. Double major. 1 green and 1 blue. That's it. Copy target creature spell you control, except it isn't legendary if the spell is legendary. Oh, yeah, buddy. So you can play whatever creature you want to as long as you got these 2 mana. You can play this. Boom, double it. You get 2 technically non-legendaries, but same creature, same effects. This card is sweet. We are going to case it and top load it because it's a good one. Oh, look at that. Got another frozen grip. Split second, destroy target artifact or achievement. And split second, we didn't read last time. As long as this spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. Alright, pretty cool to have 2 of those special art. That way, you don't just have 1 if you're going to use it in a deck. So, pretty cool. Alright, and then there's our holographic and throwaway card. On to the next. Looks like we're getting down to the last 2 here. We'll see what we get. Ooh, look at that one. And ooh, our lesson is rare. That's pretty rare that happens. And it is choose one, or sorry, academic probation, 1 and 1 white. Choose one, choose a non-land card name. Opponents can't cast spells with the chosen card name until your next turn. Choose target non-land permanent until your next turn it can attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. All right. Another special land. Ooh, this one. Let's look at this real quick. Dagmoth Woe Eater. Costs 4 total. Being you upkeep, sacrifice creature. When you sacrifice Dagmoth Woe Eater, each opponent discards a card, you draw a card, and you gain 2 life. It's 7/6 for 4. Pretty cool abilities. Even if you have to sacrifice the next turn, it's not bad. Culmination of Studies. X and 1 blue and 1 red. Exile the top X card of your library. For each land card exiled this way, create a treasure token. For each blue card exiled this way, draw a card. For each red card exiled this way, Culmination of Studies deals 1 damage to each opponent. Alright. It's got some good utility there. Not too shabby. And here we go. Define Strike. Creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn and draw a card. And there's a holographic and throwaway card. Ooh, that slot's empty. Getting down now. Our card. Land. Tidy up a bit over here just because I want to. Lesson. There's another land. Ooh, another Dagmoth Woe Eater. That's funny. Ooh, holographic land. These or not holographic. Rare. Frostboil Snarl. Enters the battlefield. You may reveal an island or mountain card from your hand. If you don't, enters the battlefield tapped. It's usually worth at least $1 or 2. So we'll give it a sleeve and then maybe not. Well, no. We'll leave them in like that because that'll probably go on my decks. But this one right here. This one is worth something. Wandering Archaic. The creature avatar costs 5. It's 4/4. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, they may pay 2. If they don't, you may copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Boom. Throwing down, copying all their spells if they don't pay 2. And on the other side, explore the vast lands, cost 3. Each player looks at the top 5 cards of their library, reveals a land, card, or an instant or sorcery card from among them, puts the cards they revealed this way into their hand and the rest on the bottom of their library in a random order. Each player gains 3 life. Oh boy, gotta peek at the next card. Oh boy. Oh, we're gonna double it. Alright, into the top loader. Look at that one again. This is a good one. Wandering Archaic. Alright, next one. Blue Sun's Zenith. X and 3 blue. Target player draws X cards. Shuffle Blue Sun Zenith into its owner's library. Boom. That's great. That's great. Good card. I don't know if this one's worth anything, but it's a mythic, so we'll put it with our other mythics. There's a holographic and throwaway card. Did it again. Got that corner in there. Holographic land, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, seen this one before. Venerable War Singer. 1 red and 1 white. Spirit Cleric, 3/3. Vigilance and Trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may return target creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of damage Venerable Warsinger dealt to that player. Boom. It's pretty good to get stuff back from your graveyard for dealing damage with this bad boy. I like it. Ooh, another rare. All right. Double-sided Plarg. Dean of Chaos, 1 and 1 red. Legendary creature, Orc Shaman, 2/2. Tap, discard a card, draw a card. All right. 4 and 1 red and tap. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary, non-land card with mana value of 3 or less. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put all revealed cards not cast this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay. Once you get through your deck a little bit. Augusta, Dean of Order, 2 and 1 white. Legendary creature, human cleric, 1/3. Other tapped creatures you control get +1/+0. Other untapped creatures you control get +0/+1. Whenever you attack, untap each creature you control, then tap any number of creatures you control. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. All right. Let's leave it. Some of these double-sided ones I always feel are worth more than they are, so that one will go in the normal rares for now. We will double sleeve it later if we need to. There's a cool shock. Love it. And our holographic. And extra card there. What do we got? Tap. Target creature phases out. Ooh. Not too shabby. Not sure if that's rare or not. So we'll put in the... No, we'll set it over here. All right. 5 left, including this one. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, buddy. Land. All right, scry 2, draw a card. That's always a good one to have. I don't know if any of y'all have been started saying it a lot recently. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight, lightweight. If you guys know who that is, put it in the comments. I'll reveal it here shortly. Radiant Scroll Wielder. Instant or sorcery spells you control have lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard. You may cast it this turn. If a spell cast this way would be put into a graveyard, exile it. All right, that is pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. So you get in lifelink. And at the beginning of your upkeep, exile an instant or sorcery at random from your graveyard, and you may cast it. All right, so you get kind of a flashback type deal. Not too bad. Who had Ronnie Coleman? Ronnie Coleman. One of the most renowned bodybuilders of all time. I believe he won the title 6 times. All right, Revitalize. 1 and 1 white. You gain 3 life and draw a card. Love it. And holographic Maelstrom Muse. There we are. And a pest token. This is one I was talking about at the beginning of the video. When this creature dies, you gain 1 life. All right. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight. Dude is jacked. That's a cool one. Land. Introduction to Annihilation, our lesson. Ooh, this one's got lots of comments. Ooh, another Dagmoth. All right. Oh, see, here's another one of those lands. As it enters the battlefield, you may reveal a Swamp or Force card from your hand. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. And you can tap it for a black or a green. This is probably worth a little bit as well, but we're going to put it down with the other rares like we talked about before. Urza's Rage. This one's kind of wild. Lots of mana to really make it useful. Unless you know a different combination, let me know. Put it in the comments. But 2 and 1 red. Instant. It's got kicker of 8 and 1 red. You may pay an additional 8 and 1 red as you cast a spell. Can't be countered. Deals 3 damage to any target. If this spell was kicked, instead it deals 10 damage to that permanent or player, and the damage can't be prevented. So I guess if you're trying to do a quick 3 damage, can't be countered. It's pretty cool. It's got some utility there if you do have a crazy amount of mana, because then it can't be prevented as well if you do the 10. It's not bad. All right, holographic Deadly Brew and a treasure token. Row 2 is empty. All right, 3 more. Here we go. There's our art card. There's an island. our lesson, and our commons. Here's our uncommon. Ooh, one uncommon, then we're right to it. Baleful Mastery, 3 and 1 black. You may pay 1 and 1 black rather than paying the spell's mana cost. If the 1 and 1 black was paid, an opponent draws a card. Exile target creature or player. Alright, so if you really need to take somebody out and you're not afraid of letting your opponents draw cards, you can take something out with this bad boy. It's an instant. It's got utility if you need it in that moment. Valentine, Dean of the Vein. 1 black, medicine, lifelink, it's 1/1. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. When you do, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token. Those are the tokens we were talking about earlier. With when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Alright, so whenever an opponent's creature dies, exile, and you can pay 2 and get a pest token. Other side, Licit, Dean of the Root, 2 and 2 green. 4/4 legendary creature, human druid. Since Star Wars. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain trample until end of turn. Ooh, that's pretty good. +1/+1 and trample can be useful in many situations. There's a Divine Gambit art card, and a holographic star pupil, and a pest token. 2 left, guys. What are we going to get? Are we going to get lucky again? Are we going to see some crazy stuff? Like 2 of the same mythic in a pack? Are we going to get that lucky again? I don't think so. But here we go. Reduce to memory. There's our lesson. Here's our commons. Uncommon. And what do we have here? Sparring Regimen. 2 and 1 white. Enchantment. When it enters battlefield, you learn. See, that's what I was talking about before. I think it's the first one we saw. You may reveal a lesson card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand, or discard a card to draw a card. So I guess that last part I forgot about, but you can discard a card to draw a card if you want to. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature and untap it. I've actually got a perfect deck for that. That is going to go into, and this next one here, I've already got 4 of them, but it's a decent one. All right, Selfless Glyph Weaver, 2 and 1 white. Exile it. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. It's 2/3. Other side, we've got Deadly Vanity, 5 and 3 black. Choose a creature or a planeswalker, then destroy all other creatures and planeswalkers. So if you've got the 8 mana, you want to pick one of your own creatures, let it rip. All right, Gift of the Estates. Another rare special art. This one's good. If an opponent controls, 1 and 1 white. If an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for up to 3 plains cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. So here's a good one to get white mana, get some plains. It's great. And holographic one there. And ooh, look at this. Our card in the back is a rare. Tech, 5, colorless, drawn effect creature dragon. Tech gets +0/+2 as long as you control plains. Has flying as long as you control an island. +2/+0 as long as you control swamp. Has first strike as long as you control a mountain. And trample as long as you control forest. Alright, so if you got a 5-color dragon deck, this bad boy gets to be a 4/4 with flying, first strike, and trample. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, last one. Ladies and gentlemen, all you people out there listening in, happy to have you. Let's see what we've got in store for our last pack. Ooh, see, there's that Urza's Rage art card that we just saw earlier. And there's a Plains, Environmental Science, classic. Get a basic land to be able to put it into your hand. Let's go through this one a little slow. Let the suspense build. Oh. All right. What are we going to see? Ooh, look at this one. Demigoth Titan. 4 mana of either black or green. It's a demon. Whenever it attacks or blocks, sacrifice a creature. So it's 4 for an 11/10, people. 4 mana for an 11/10. Yeah, you gotta sacrifice a creature when you attack or block. But let's say you combine it with a deck that's got a lot of these bad boys. All right, you sacrifice one. But then guess what? You gain 1 life. So really, you're helping yourself out. That's a decent one. I got a brother who's got a deck with those in it. Can be pretty scary. And you give that bad boy trample, game over. Alright, there's a duress. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an online card from it. The player discards that card. And there's your holographic. And last but not least, an Inkling token. Alright guys, that was it. I think we got some good stuff there. Pretty excited about it. We'll check on that later. Thanks for joining us. What set do you guys want to see most? Leave that in the comments. Let us know. We'll get more of that out there. Thanks for coming. Like, comment, subscribe, share this with anybody you think may like it. And we are out of here.